Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly, and this is the Talking Points memo. Big speech by President Trump tonight on the border wall, government shutdown controversy. Also replying Senator Charles Schumer and Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi. Speeches should be 8 minutes each, and now I am going to tell you what I would say if I were President of the United States. First of all, the speech has to be fact-based. This is a hearts and minds thing tonight. It's basically presenting your argument to the American people, not your supporters, but to the American people who are in the middle, not informed, they don't know. You got to persuade, all right? So President Trump's going to be on a teleprompter. I am not using a teleprompter right now. I'm talking off the top of my head, but he's going to be using a teleprompter. You would assume he rehearses a speech so that it comes across fairly naturally. And the points he has to make have to be very, very precise and methodical. He should begin with a little bit of history so that in August 2010, President Obama signed a bill that allocated $600 million for increased border security. Not a wall, but in certain places, barriers, but $600 million. It failed. The bill failed. Even though 1,500 border security agents were hired, the bill failed. And that puts to rest any of the arguments the Democrats may have that we don't need a wall. We can just do it with drones and more people, more agents, more judges. That's not true. All right? So once the president says, look, we were all united at one time in this country on increased border security, we tried it, it didn't work. So now we need to upgrade to a border fence, wall, steel, whatever it may be. Then he's got to run down the reasons why. Now, the first and most important reason is that 90% of all narcotics smuggled into the USA come from the Mexican border. 90%. If you look at the deaths each year in the United States from narcotics use, tops 100,000, easy. If that's not a national emergency, I don't know what is. So drug addiction and drug use is corroding our society, and it's coming from Mexico. That's not in dispute. None of that's in dispute. That's what you lead with. And then you cite statistics, bang, 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 bang. And the Democrats have no reply to that. Zero. Second important point. There is an organized effort to collapse the American asylum system. 1,500, 4,000, 7,000 people shouldn't just materialize out of Honduras and Guatemala. It was organized. Send them to the U.S. border. Cause as much trouble as possible. Collapse the United States asylum system. Okay? That's serious. Serious. And within those 7,000, 1,500, whatever it may be, you have hard cases. You have men, young men who want to cause trouble here. We have a gang problem here from Central America, MS-13. Where I live on Long Island, it's intense. And of course, you have Americans being killed by illegal aliens every week. So President Trump's got a stat. This is number two. First narcotics, then trying to collapse the American immigration and asylum system. And third is the overall security. We need to know who's here. We have any estimate between 12 and 20 million people in the United States. We don't know they're here. We don't know who they are. You can't run a federal government that way. That's irresponsible. People need to come here legally, not running across the southern border. And then you say, and my opponents in the Democratic Party says the wall doesn't work. It works in Israel. It worked in Europe trying to stem the refugees from Syria and the Middle East. It worked in East Berlin, keeping the people in East Germany. There's nowhere that a wall didn't work. It worked everywhere that it was put up because barriers make it more difficult to cross. Simple. So he's asking for $5.6 billion. That's a pittance. Why wouldn't we do that? If the border security under President Obama failed, which it did, you got to try something new. And now you have an organized attempt to collapse our system and a narcotics problem that's out of control. There's your argument. There's your argument. Put it forth in 7 minutes and you'll win the debate. I'm Bill O'Reilly for Newsmax, reminding you you can see my commentaries every night on BillO'Reilly.com. And Killing the SS, huge bestseller. You will enjoy the book. See you again soon.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more live breaking news coverage, exclusive interviews, and videos from Newsmax TV, click subscribe on our YouTube channel, and don't forget to download the free Newsmax TV app for alerts. Newsmax TV, it's real news for real people.